arg equal, then I'm going to see the length, then I'm going to do this. Hi, Github Code is here back again, and today we're going to change a little bit our code, and we're going to read from arguments. This is really important in Python, and not only in Python, I think in any program language it's really important to read arguments and to be able to change from the beginning of the run code. So I've changed my read video audio to ARG, and this means arguments. And I'm going to import something new. I'm going to import the sys in the same read video ARG. Then I'm going to try to get any argument. So I'm thinking about commenting everything here by using Control key plus interrogation mark. I'm going to select everything, then I'm going to comment everything. And before that, I want to get the run application arguments. So I'll do some prints here. First print will be the length of arguments. So length of arguments are. Then I'm going to print the length of sys.argv. So this one is going to return me a number. Then I'm going to convert this to string because I don't need any error. And I'm going to print something else. I'm going to print here the arguments are. Then I'll do something like sys.argv. So and we can see that length of arguments are 1, and we have the read video arg. If you're going to do something here like video path equals with this link over here and shift inserted, we can see that we have another thing here on our list of arguments. We have the video path equals with something, so we have 2 arguments. So how can we get the arguments? So we don't really need the first argument, as you can see right here, and also we can do anything we want here. So I want to get this type of strings. So I'm going to do here first verify if the length of arguments is greater than let's say 1. It means that we have one path. We're going to check if this is a correct path. So we are going to get the I moved this before, then I'll call the length only here, and this is pretty cool. And we are going to get every arguments. Then we're going to do something with the arguments, and in this list we'll have the minus video path, then we'll have the minus width, and we'll have the minus height. So these are our list of arguments. We know these arguments, we know this because we are using this. We are using the width, height, and we are using the path, and all we want to do is to give them as an argument. So what I want to do in this video is only to change a little bit the code to be able to process and to be able to get the arguments as a known list of arguments. Arg in list of known args, and we're going to compare if arg equals with the sys.rgv of the I. So we're going to compare any list from here with any list from here, but don't forget to do something really important. We must check if first of all we must check this if it's okay. So if sysrg dot split, I'm going to split the arguments which I'm sending, and if len, if we have a length of 2, it means that our argument, you know, right now this split is like splitting my string into 2 components. So I'm splitting from equal, and I'm having only video path and only the clip, the path. So that's why it's really important to do this. So I'm going to split, or actually let's do something like this, video path, like that. So if you have minus a video path into our command line, when we run the script, we are going to get it. So if these two are matching, let's only print first of all, and we're going to print the arg plus match the argument. I'm only going to print this to see if everything will work. It was because of the parentheses, so I removed the parentheses. So I'm going to split, I'm going to get arg equal, then I'm going to see the length, then I'm going to do this. We shouldn't get the current argument on each 4 because it's not a good thing to do. So after getting the argument, we're going to check if it's on the list. So first of all, we're going to get every argument in the known list. Then we're going to see if the length of this, if this plate with equal is 2. So if we have the video path and the remaining argument. The problem is I haven't add here a line of that, and you can see that video path match argument, so it's pretty okay. So we have video path match argument. So if you're gonna add another argument, arg2 here equals stupid. Also we're going to add moron equals wrong param, stuff like that. We're going to get only the video path match argument. And if we're going to have here minus width equals with, let's say width was a width in our case 720, and as you can see we have video path match argument with match argument. So we have 2 known arguments, and this is pretty okay. It's pretty cool because if we have the known arguments, we can also declare here like a video path equals width equals height equals, then we are going to do something here. We're going to give the width, the default width, the default height, and the default path. So these are default paths, default stuff. We have 3 new variables, we have 3 new parameters, and you'll see why this is important. So another thing which I'm going to do is uncomment this, control key plus interrogation mark. Then I'm going to get the video path from here, and to add it right here, I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to add the width and the height. So these values are like default values. You can get them from config if you don't want to get them from the parameters. But in case we have a non-parameter here, we are going to check g in len of this. I'm going to do arg of g because I want to get the position, and if we have a match here, if we are on the position 1, so if g equals with 0, it means that we have video path. So we're going to update the video path equals with get arg of 1. We're going to get the rest from the argument. Then so we're going to update the height with the parameters with the get arg1. So that's how we are going to update first time our parameters. That's really important because we can update them and we can give, for instance, another path, and it's really nice. Let's compile to see if everything is okay. And I think we should do a range here. We should do a range from the len. That's why it's not working. We should convert this to int because we are sending here a string, and that's why we get this number not string. Then I'm going to recompile this, and as you can see everything worked fine, but I'm pressing Q to exit the app. But you don't know what I did here. I'm going to explain you right now. So right here we're updating this video path width and height arguments, and we are updating them from our known arguments. I'm going to delete these random arguments. I only showed you that it's possible to use them, and I'm going to add the height argument. Okay, so I found the problem. And the problem was because we are resizing all the time to this known resolution, but we shouldn't do this. We should use our width and height resolution. Now if I'm going to save this, recompile this, we can see that we have this width and height resolution. A length, let's do like 3 by 100. Yeah, it's wrong. It was okay. Oh, because we haven't added here a t. Yeah, and right now it's working fine. So the parameter was height, and I wrote it here only weight, and that's why it haven't worked well. So if you want to have a height like 100 and a width really high, like 1k, you're gonna have something like this, and it's really nice because you only have to change the parameters, and that's why it's really important. Also, you can change the video path. So I'm not having 2 videos right now, but I'm going to download like another video to show you that. Okay, so I found here a random clip, funny clip, something like that. Funny clip, and this should load that funny clip, as you can see. Also we have audio on it, and if you want to load another one, for instance around world, we can do like this, around world, and is loading the video. In case that we're going to give a wrong path here, world, you can see that we have an error, no such file or directory. So that was it with this video. We just updated a little bit the code. We added 3 known arguments. You work with sys, and I show you how you can get the arguments. In the next episode, I'm thinking about moving this logic to another class maybe, and I'm thinking about creating a class because I want to evolve this application. I'm thinking about adding like a timeline on the video, and we are upgrading to the arguments because it's simpler to give to compile up to do stuff like that. I'm going to push this code, and you have the code in the description if you want to look on it. Maybe it's not the best idea, but is the thing I got right now. Don't forget to subscribe, ring my bell, and wait for another video. Have a nice day.